Hello, welcome to Redmen TV. It's match reaction time. Liverpool beating Wolves by 2-1. I'm still trying to take all that in. Well, a good result in the end. A poor performance, I thought, from Liverpool. I spent the last 10 minutes of that game convincing myself that 1-1 was a decent result, an extra point on the board. My mood was pretty bad, to be fair, and it's just mad how footy can change it. It's mad how you put another poor performance and come away with another 3 points. First half, I thought Liverpool were in control. Obviously, the early goal helps. Jordan Henderson getting in front and nodding at home. You know, and Liverpool took the foot off the gas in that respect. They were passing the ball around well, just tiring Wolves out, and there wasn't any need to play heavy metal football. There wasn't any need to go and press or go high or play fast football in that respect. It was about tiring Wolves out. Wolves have played a hell of a lot of football this season, and to try and tire them out, I thought was quite a good tactic. It all changed second half. Obviously, Mane goes off with an injury. Apparently to hamstring is a precaution. But I'd love to know more on that later. And Firmino comes on. It was a bit of a surprise, to be honest. Divock Origi on the bench. You think he's normally the first port of call. Firmino obviously hasn't played that much football for Liverpool, and it's a tough game to come into as well. I don't think it's a criticism of him, but as the game went on, you kind of noticed he wasn't 100% on his role where he should be, where he needs to be when we're not in possession of the ball, and kind of helping Trent out on that right hand side. In the second half, because he kind of switched with Mo Salah, but in second half, Wolves came out. Wolves gave it everything. We knew they posed the threat. We knew we got players like Neves, Moutinho, Adama Traore's been in good form recently, and they caused our fullbacks problems in time and time again. They got in behind. Jimenez as well obviously gets the goal. It was a really good goal actually. He's really taken well, but again they got in behind. There was loads of space. Liverpool running back towards the goal, and he can't defend that. I think Trent was defending for the corner, but it's a good lead, good finish. Puts it in the corner, and there's not a lot Alisson can do about that. I think you have to give credit where it's due. In fact, while I'm on that, I think there's been loads of calls so far this season that the Premier League shit and Liverpool are so far out because the league is shit. I think there's a lot of teams, Man United, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal are all shit by their own standards. Give some credit to Wolves. Let's give credit to Sheffield United as football fans and actually respect what they're doing as football teams. And tactically, I think they were very good. Yes, you can say Liverpool were poor at the same time, but they pinned us back. They pinned our fullbacks back. They congested midfield. They congested further up forward, and kind of players like Oxlade-Chamberlain, who I don't think he had a great game, but that's Wolves took him out of the game in that respect. They played a high pressing game as well, and as I said, I was resigned to just a 1-1. My mood was terrible. I was like, fucking hell, just how spoiled we are. We're talking to our Wolves fan on the way out, and he's like, he's just spoiled because how well we're doing. But that's just where we're at, and these Reds don't think any different. This Liverpool team doesn't think any different. Whereas I'm, as a fan, for the first time in a while, gone, okay, yeah, 1-1's a good result. Wolves are a good side. I'll pretty much take that, given the performance that we've gone. And then Bobby Firmino just pops up and puts the ball in the back of the net, and we go fucking wild. I think it's absolutely brilliant. In the finer points of the game, I thought we did have chances to score. I think Mo Salah had 2 or 3 chances where he could have either scored himself. I think in the first half he could have played Firmino in, and he didn't. Oxlade-Chamberlain, before he went off, he did the same thing as well. I think could have played him in, but that's not a criticism of Mo Salah. It is because he's not scored. But I like that hunger in him. That's not a criticism of him. He's a forward player. He wants to score goals. I think he has to do his decision making. He can work on sometimes, but he puts him in the back of the net. We're not having a conversation. We're not slagging him off, and we won anyway. So who really gives a shit? But overall, me and Tom were talking when we came out, we've been shit, in a nutshell by our own standards, and not for the first time this season, but we come away with 3 points. That all that matters. Come the end of the season, I'm not going to bother about the performance, I'm going to bother about the 3 points. We extend our lead at the top of the Premier League by another 3 points. We've got another game in hand against West Ham. We can push that even further, and you know what, the next run of games that we've got are a lot easier than that. Wolves is one of the toughest games that we've got left. I think with them and Man City away are the toughest ones, so for us to come and get 3 points from them with that performance, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, enough of my opinion. Get yours in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the match. Let me know who stood out for you. I thought Jordan Henderson was a standout for me again, and Joe Gomez I thought was absolutely excellent tonight. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Redmen TV, and we'll see you soon. Ta-ra.